What if the only thing standing between you and greatness was your own hesitation? The Stoics understood a powerful truth. Your perception shapes your reality. You don't become excellent by waiting for proof. You act as if you are already the best, and in doing so, you make it true. This is not arrogance, it is discipline. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor-philosopher, reminded himself daily, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." True confidence is not about seeking external validation. It comes from within, from unwavering commitment to self-mastery. Consider the warrior who enters battle not with doubt, but with the certainty that he is prepared. The artist who paints not with hesitation, but with the belief that each stroke carries purpose. Those who achieve greatness do not wait for permission. They act, refine, and persist until reality bends to their will. Acting as if you are the best does not mean dismissing growth. It means embracing it. The road to mastery is built on relentless improvement, resilience in the face of failure, and a mindset that refuses to settle. So the question is, will you step into this mindset today? Because the world doesn't wait for those who hesitate. It moves with those who decide. Confidence without arrogance. Growth is meaningless without discipline. To act as if you are the best does not mean indulging in arrogance. It means committing to mastery. The Stoics warn against empty pride, for confidence without substance is nothing but self-deception. True confidence is built, not proclaimed. It comes from preparation, from consistency, from aligning your actions with your beliefs. Muhammad Ali declared, "I am the greatest." But those words were not mere bravado. They were a reflection of relentless training, discipline, and sacrifice. He did not simply believe he was great. He worked tirelessly to ensure it was true. The same principle applies to all who strive for excellence. A masterful musician does not boast of his talent. He dedicates himself to his craft. A philosopher does not claim wisdom. He questions, studies, and refines his thinking every day. The Stoics remind us that arrogance is the enemy of growth. If you believe you have nothing to learn, you have already lost. But if you approach each day with the mindset of a student, disciplined, humble, and prepared, you will not need to convince anyone of your greatness. Your actions will speak for themselves. So, ask yourself, are you proving your excellence through effort, or are you merely declaring it? Because confidence is not about how loudly you speak. It is about how well you execute, facing weaknesses with courage. Excellence is built through daily discipline, but true strength is forged in the moments we confront our weaknesses. The Stoics did not fear failure, they welcomed it as a teacher. To act as if you are the best is not to pretend you have no flaws, but to have the courage to face them head on. Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." Weakness is not a curse, it is an opportunity for growth. Elon Musk was once told Tesla would fail. Critics doubted him, investors walked away, and even experts dismissed his vision. But instead of surrendering to failure, he used it as fuel. He analyzed every mistake, improved every weakness, and pushed forward when others would have quit. Today, Tesla is one of the most valuable companies in the world, not because Musk avoided failure, but because he confronted it. Most people hide from their weaknesses. They avoid discomfort, ignore their flaws, and protect their ego. But those who seek true excellence do the opposite. They analyze their failures, learn from criticism, and turn setbacks into stepping stones. The strongest warrior is not the one who never falls, but the one who rises every time. So ask yourself, do you fear your weaknesses, or do you see them as challenges to overcome? Because the moment you decide to face them, you have already won half the battle. Daily commitment to growth. Excellence is not a destination. It is a way of life. To act as if you are the best is not a single decision made once. It is a commitment renewed every day. The Stoics understood that greatness is built through consistent effort, not fleeting inspiration. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself each morning, at dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, remind yourself, I am rising to do the work of a human being. The best do not wait for motivation. They act regardless of how they feel. Think of Jocko Willink, the former Navy SEAL who wakes up at 4:30 a.m. every day to train. Not because he always wants to, but because discipline is greater than desire. Every morning, he makes the same choice, to push forward, to improve, to be better than he was yesterday. Your life is shaped by these small daily choices. Every action you take is either moving you closer to excellence or further away. Will you embrace discomfort, or will you seek the easy path? Will you push yourself today, or will you wait for tomorrow? The answer to these questions determines who you become. So, as you wake up each day, ask yourself, what kind of person am I choosing to be? Because in the end, your choices, repeated over time, will define you. Lifelong learning and mastery. Confidence shapes reality, but mastery sustains it. True excellence is not a single achievement. It is a lifelong pursuit. The Stoics understood that wisdom, skill, and greatness are not destinations, but disciplines. Seneca wrote, "We become what we repeatedly do." If you wish to be the best, you must commit to constant learning, refining your craft not for recognition, but for the sake of mastery itself. Consider Leonardo da Vinci. He was not born a genius. He became one through relentless curiosity, experimentation, and study. He dissected cadavers to understand anatomy, observed water to refine his paintings, and filled notebooks with ideas far ahead of his time. His brilliance was not a gift. It was the result of never being satisfied with what he already knew. The same applies to all forms of greatness. The best athletes still train, the best philosophers still question, the best leaders still seek wisdom. Arrogance ends growth, but humility fuels it. The moment you believe you have nothing left to learn is the moment you begin to decline. So, ask yourself, are you merely celebrating past victories, or are you still sharpening your mind, your skills, your discipline? Because the best are not those who once achieved excellence, but those who never stop striving for it. Elevating others through excellence. Strength is not measured by how many people you surpass, but by how many you uplift. To act as if you are the best is not about domination. It is about inspiration. The Stoics taught that true excellence is not selfish. It is a force that elevates those around you. Marcus Aurelius, despite being the most powerful man in Rome, ruled with wisdom and virtue, always mindful of the greater good. His leadership was not about control, but about setting a standard for others to follow. Consider the greatest leaders, mentors, and visionaries in history. They did not hoard their knowledge or success. They used it to empower others. A great athlete pushes his teammates to new heights. A great teacher ignites the curiosity of students. A great leader cultivates the next generation. Their impact extends beyond themselves, creating a cycle of continuous improvement. Excellence is contagious. When you embody discipline, resilience, and mastery, you give those around you permission to do the same. Just as iron sharpens iron, one person's greatness challenges others to rise. The Stoics remind us that we are part of a greater whole, and our pursuit of virtue is not just for our own benefit, but for the world we shape. So ask yourself, are you climbing alone, or are you bringing others with you? Because true greatness is not found in isolation, but in the legacy you leave behind. Practicing excellence in daily life. Mastery is not achieved in a single moment of brilliance. It is built through daily discipline. To act as if you are the best is not about grand gestures. It is about the small, intentional choices you make every day. Excellence is not an event, it is a habit. The Stoics understood this well. Marcus Aurelius did not write his meditations for others. He wrote them to remind himself daily of the mindset he must cultivate. Consider Cristiano Ronaldo. His talent alone did not make him one of the greatest footballers of all time. It was his commitment to daily excellence, his strict diet, relentless training, and unwavering focus. While others rested, he improved. While others sought comfort, he embraced discipline. His success is not the result of luck. It is the accumulation of thousands of small decisions made consistently over years. The same applies to all areas of life. If you want to be strong, train your body. If you want to be wise, train your mind. If you want deep relationships, be present and intentional. Greatness is not something you stumble upon. It is something you construct, one choice at a time. So look at your daily habits. Are they leading you toward excellence, or are they pulling you away? Because in the end, your actions, not your intentions, define who you become. Striving for personal growth. Confidence without growth is an illusion. To act as if you are the best is not to claim superiority over others, but to demand more from yourself. The Stoics understood that true excellence is not a title, it is a standard, and that standard is forged through hardship. Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Just as a muscle must be broken down to grow stronger, the mind must be tested to reach new heights." Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before perfecting the light bulb. Each failure was not a step backward, but a step forward, a refinement, a lesson, a necessary hardship on the road to mastery. Most people avoid struggle. They see obstacles as barriers instead of stepping stones. But those who truly seek greatness embrace them. They understand that every challenge is an opportunity to improve. The warrior sharpens his blade not in comfort, but against resistance. The philosopher does not grow wise by avoiding hardship, but by confronting it with reason and resilience. So ask yourself, do you seek comfort or do you seek growth? The choice between the two defines not just what you achieve, but who you become. Because in the end, excellence is not found in avoiding difficulty, but in embracing it. The power of decision. Greatness doesn't happen by chance. It begins with a decision. The Stoics understood this well. They knew that while we cannot control fate, we can always control how we respond to it. Most people wait. They wait for the perfect moment, the right opportunity, the external sign that tells them Now is the time. But those who rise above don't wait. They decide. Take Epictetus, for example. Born into slavery, he had no wealth, no status, no privilege. By all external measures, success was impossible. But he did not accept those limits. He chose to master his mind, to rise above his circumstances, and in doing so, he became one of the most influential philosophers of all time. His life was proof that power is not found in conditions. It is found in decisions. Think about your own life. How often have you hesitated, waiting for certainty before taking action? The reality is, waiting is a decision in itself, a decision to stay where you are. The Stoics teach us that control begins in the mind. Your circumstances do not define you. Your choices do. So, what's stopping you from making that choice today? To act, to step forward, to own your path. Because the world does not hand success to those who hesitate. It moves with those who decide. The self-fulfilling prophecy. Confidence is not something you wait for. It is something you create. Just as discipline forges skill, belief forges reality. The Stoics understood this long before modern psychology confirmed it. Your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions shape your fate. If you act as if you are confident, you will become confident. If you act as if you are capable, the world will begin to reflect that truth back to you. Consider a job interview. Two candidates walk in. One hesitates, second-guesses their words, and shrinks into the chair. The other walks in with certainty, speaks with clarity, and holds steady eye contact. Who is more likely to get the job? Their skills may be equal, but their presence is not, and presence is dictated by belief. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. If you see yourself as weak, you will act weak. If you see yourself as powerful, you will carry yourself with strength." This is not deception, it is alignment. When your actions reinforce your belief in yourself, that belief solidifies, and soon it is no longer act. It is who you are. So, what reality are you creating for yourself today? Are you acting as if you are capable, strong, and worthy? Because if you do, the world will have no choice but to believe it too. Excellence is not given. It is claimed. The Stoics believed that true power lies in our ability to master our minds, our actions, and our choices. If you want to be the best, then act like it, not with arrogance, but with the quiet confidence of someone who knows that discipline shapes destiny. Each day you have two options, to step forward into growth or to remain where you are. The greatest obstacle between you and your highest potential is not external. It is internal. It is hesitation, self-doubt, and the belief that you must wait for the right moment. But the right moment is now. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire, yet he reminded himself daily to live with purpose. Seneca was one of Rome's most powerful men, yet he wrote extensively on the shortness of life and the urgency of action. They understood a fundamental truth. Success is not about luck, talent, or circumstances. It is about how you choose to show up every single day. So, decide today. Step into the mindset of greatness. Carry yourself with the discipline of someone who refuses to settle. Act as if you are the best, not to prove it to the world, but to prove it to yourself. Because in the end, your life will not be defined by what you hoped for, but by what you dared to become. If you found value in these philosophies and want to continue your journey of self-improvement, hit the like button to spread this powerful mindset. Subscribe to the channel WisdomVault365 so you don't miss new content, and turn on notifications to stay updated with deep insights from the greatest philosophers. What are your thoughts on the mindset of act as if you are the best? Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your perspective.